I'm live, I think. Only my second time to do this, so bear with me. There's going to be technical issues. I've yet to work out how to sort the zoom with the camera. It sort of keeps coming in and out of focus. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Yes, the volume appears to be working. So yeah, I'm sort of kind of thinking how to do this video. I was thinking, do I just record it and edit it and upload it, or just do a live unboxing of these vintage toys that my parents found in their attic? Toys that I had from the 90s that I really didn't know. Um, I thought they were gone. I thought they'd been thrown away, in the tip. But my parents had kept them. And so my father found a load of them, put them in a box for me, and I could see there's a couple in there that I could see what's in there, like what's inside the box. But there's a lot of them that I haven't looked at yet, and I thought I would sort of share this unboxing or share these toys that I had growing up as a kid with you all for the channel. And I thought I would do it as a live stream. This is only my second live stream, so, like I said, bear with me when it comes to the technical aspect. Let's see. Okay, so there was 5 people watching. It's just down to 2. And a thank you to the for the like already. It's Easter Sunday, and it's my day off, so I've got a can here of beer, Full Circle Brew. It's a mixtape. What kind of beer is this? A DIPA. That's not too bad. Okay, so first of all, there is a vintage toy that I found just before Christmas. I say I found, my father found in the house. I think it was in the attic. And again, I thought I'd lost all of these toys. And it's actually been in the video for quite a while. And it's the bull alien, which I've got sitting here. It was part of the Aliens Kenner range. There we go. And I had a few of these. I had one that was kind of like a blue, and it had like a big sort of bulbous head where you could put water in it and it would squirt out. I can't remember the name of the alien. I did have that one, and I had a couple more. But this was always my favorite. I always liked the bull alien because the head would. I'm not sure if this is actually working. It's a little sort of kind of like a button at the back here, and the head. Oh, there we go. So it's not the button on the back. It's yeah, and that always used to like creep me out as a kid. Like the way the head would just sort of like kind of like the tang. Like the tang always used to creep me out as a kid when it came to the alien. And like just the fact that they kind of implemented that here with the toy, but sort of with the head, you know, as the head comes out there. And yeah, I can't remember if it was the Kenner line of alien toys that got me into the movies, and that's how I discovered the movies, or I discovered the movies first, then the toys. I really can't remember. I just remember getting these. I can't remember what Christmas it was, but I also had the Ellen Ripley and the Power Loader. And I'm hoping my father will find that somewhere in the attic as well. But yeah, here we go. The bull alien. There we go. So, got a box of vintage toys in here. I can't believe that toys that I grew up with in the 90s now are vintage. I mean, that really does make me feel old. The box is just a box that I had when I bought the Arkham Origins Collector's Edition game. Game I actually quite enjoyed, but it's not as good as the sort of the main three games: Batman Arkham, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Some of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely love the Arkham series. So just gonna see. So the first toy that I'm going to show off here, and when it comes to the boxes and the packaging, all that's gone. When I was a kid, I would just open everything. But here we go. We got the Godzilla from the 1998 Godzilla movie. I cleaned this up today. It was really dirty, like really dusty. Wow. Okay. And he's also also very sensitive as well. You're not supposed to be making that noise unless I tell you to. So, and I put new batteries in it because the batteries had gone. If I just press that, let me go. Which way is it? Yeah, love that noise. Love that sound effect. And then you got the. Shake it out. So yeah, again, I'm amazed that my parents kept hold of this and it hadn't got thrown away in the skip. But I absolutely love this toy. I really love the film as a kid. The 1998 Godzilla, directed by Roland Emmerich. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, even to this day. I still enjoy the movie. It's a lot of fun. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. It's a very 90s movie, and it is just so much fun. I really, really enjoy it. And I didn't really have many toys from that movie. I think this might be the only one I ever had actually, was this Godzilla. But I absolutely love it, and I'm so happy that they kept hold of it because, like all these toys you're about to see, it's a real trip down memory lane. I got so many fond memories of having these toys and just playing with them, and just moments in my life, again, like movies and music, where they were just pure escapism, where I'd be playing with them and just sort of imagining these scenes and moments. And I'd be creating or recreating moments from movies in my imagination while I'm playing the toys and stuff. And yeah, so it's just so many fond memories. But yeah, really, really sort of happy that this was not thrown away. I've now got it again. Have any of you guys? Did any of you guys have this? Did you grow up as a child in the 90s? And let me know. Let's have another sip. Okay. Now this one really, I'm really really happy that they kept and didn't throw away. I haven't put the new battery in this. I wish I had actually. Um, but here we go, RoboCop. And I think you would say classic lines. There's a little button there, and you'd click the button, and he'd go, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me," and all those, classic lines there. And this really made me happy. But the leg that opens up, just like in the film. I mean, not quite like in the film, but you get what I mean. And the gun. He's actually still got the gun there. inside the leg. Really wish I'd put the new batteries in now before doing this video, but I did with the Godzilla. But yeah, and you could see where as a kid I was sort of playing with this. Like you could see where the sort of the paintwork, it's all coming off at the back there. And I used to really give these toys a good bashing as a kid because, like, I would play with them. I was a kid, and I was never thinking that at some point in my life that I would actually treasure these more by just, keeping them in sort of immaculate condition, sort of boxed away and that. But I'm just really, really happy that they kept it. They didn't throw it out, and that I can just keep it now. And yeah, it just brings back memories of growing up as a child, like I said, and again, RoboCop, one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely adore the film. Shouldn't have been watching it as at the age that I was. Like so many movies, but they are movies that kind of really just fueled my love for film, and the reason to why one of my dream jobs is to be a filmmaking. Just had a comment there. POV money was worth it back in the day. I'm not sure what you mean by POV money, sorry. Was worth it back in the day. There we go. RoboCop. So yeah, sorry, I'm not. Thank you for the comment, by the way, but I'm not sure what you mean by POV money was worth it back in the day. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I got right. Yeah. Like I'm not really. I'm not a toy collector. Um, when it comes to the technology side of things, like VHS and VHS players and all of that, then yeah. But when it comes to toys, I'm not a toy collector as such. But it's just nice that I'm so happy that my parents, for some reason, kept hold of these and locked away in the attic. And I'm not entirely sure how much money. I haven't really looked like how this guy would, how much money this guy would bring, but I don't really want to sell it either because it means something to me. Um, it's just the way I am. I think I've seen this one going for about £50 um, on eBay. I think. All right. Okay, so next. This one's really dirty. I haven't actually cleaned this one before the video, but this is the Batwing from Batman Forever. And the wings open up. There we go. You can see. You could actually see. I do apologize. You can actually see how dusty um, this is. It's probably a lot, and that's Zilla as well. Cool. I'll have to check out how much they are going for. Uh, but yeah, absolutely love this. This should have come, unless it's in the box here, with like a torpedo there, and it had a wing by you, and then this disconnects. And then you got what I think. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. I can't remember. Is it like the bat sub? Because yeah, it's the bat sub, isn't it? Because we're in the film, it crashes and then he comes out of it, and yeah. And by the way, Batman Forever, love that movie. It's a movie that God, I vividly remember going to the cinema. It was the first time as a kid that I can vividly remember actively wanting to go to the cinema to see a film, and it was the summer of '95. And I just remember going to McDonald's before it. on Dowlas Top when there was a McDonald's on Dowlas Top. And we went there, and then we went to the showcase, not showcase, sorry, the Coliseum Cinema in Brecon to see Batman Forever, and I loved it. No worries. Also, that things would probably scare someone. Thought it was the head of an axe. Yeah, I mean the way I unboxed it there, then yeah, kind of did. Did I just drop something then? That is something. So yes, it comes with a Batman figure. Am I able to get him out? Can't get him out actually, but I probably could get him out. But oh, there we are. Now, don't tell me from looking at the sculpt, that is based on the. Is this going to focus for me? Can you see him there? He's not going to focus for me, but it's the animated Batman series, and he's wearing like this kind of orange parachute sort of suit. And I got loads. I had loads of these growing up in the 90s given to me either my birthday, Christmas. And again, I just remember, seeing this for the first time the other day. And I'm like, wow, so many memories of playing with this figure. Though it's the wrong Batman to go into the Batwing here, because obviously that's going to be Val Kilmer's Batman. And yeah, it's just cool toy. I did have the Wayne Manor from Batman Forever as well. I'm not sure if my parents still have that in the attic, and I did have the Batman Forever Batmobile that lit up with the engine lit up. I'm not sure. I'm hoping they've still got that and they'll find it. I absolutely love that Batmobile. Out of all the Batmobiles, and I know many people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but it's actually my favorite Batmobile. I really, really like it. To this day, I think, yeah, I just love the Batmobile. And whether that be because I'm associating it with Batman Forever, I don't know, but it's just such a cool design with that kind of the engine lit up through that rib cage. Absolutely love it. So moving on. I got a funny feeling that this is probably give it a bit of a clean. This is actually really dirty. Yeah, this has got a lot of dust on it, but there we go. That was like an accessory that came with one of the figures. I think it's that orange one that I just picked out. And then you've got this action figure here, again from the Batman animated series. You would sort of clip him in like that. There we are. And he would glide. This kind of always reminded me of the Batwings in Batman Returns, where he just confronted Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman on the rooftop, and he gets up and he spreads his wings, and it's like, where the fuck did those wings come from? Because they look so bulky, like. But yeah. Excuse me. And I do want to apologize, by the way, just getting over the lurgy. So if I start coughing and everything, it's been a rough couple of weeks. And that's why there hasn't been much in terms of movie reviews. Just haven't had the opportunity. It's been such a hectic week as well when it comes to work. So I haven't had much of a haven't had much time to go to the cinema to check the most recent cinema releases. So what else we got? Oh, now, like I said, this is the first time for me to really get into this box and find or see what my parents found in the attic. And I absolutely loved this this figure, but I'm not sure what like you know what kind of version it is, what sort of theme basically that this suit and what it's based on is. But there we go. It's kind of like he's almost like a cyborg. It's a Batman cyborg. I'm not sure if anyone can sort of tell me or let me know kind of sort of what this Batman is supposed to be or the theme. But I've just remembered now on the back of his head, you've kind of got like this little red dot. So if you kind of trap the light or shine the light through it, the laser there on the eye just glows. And then I'm not sure if this was part of the same figure, but you got like the bat again, similar to the last accessory, where I think this is the wrong Batman. Yeah, it's the wrong Batman. So there we are. But yeah, let me know. I think it's Cyborg. Looking at it now, it's probably like a cross, or it's like a mix of Cyborg and Batman. Okay. Again, another one, a figure that I absolutely remember, love. This is one of my favorites. I remember growing up, playing with this one as a kid. Again, quite a bit dusty. I should have really cleaned these before the video. But I kind of wanted to sort of share them with you for the first time, having not seen them in years. But there we go. It's like an aquatic version of Batman there in his suit. He's got an aquatic suit. And this is the Val Kilmer scalp. You can clearly tell by the sort of the jawline and the mouth that this is Val Kilmer. So this would have been released alongside Batman Forever, I believe. I could be wrong, but definitely looks like that is Val Kilmer. You could tell that that's Val Kilmer. A little button on the back there that, oh, look at that, is a breathable mask. Um, Then we got, I believe this is the animated Bruce Wayne. I could be wrong. Now, this one's incredibly dirty. Um, and this is probably one of my oldest toys that I had. I remember having this. I was incredibly young when I had this. But you could just tell by the damage, sort of the marks where the paint is coming off. Yeah, I think that's the animated Bruce Wayne. I got so many of these figures, and by the way, I think everything else now that I've got in this box is Batman. Believe it or not, surprise, surprise. I was a big fan of Batman growing up. It was Michael Keaton's Batman that is, how I fell in love with the character. I wasn't really big on comics growing up. It was always films. And then I did get into reading novels in sort of like my early teenage years. And then I kind of grew out of that as well. But reading is something that I'm trying to get back into. But comics I never really got into. So I was always introduced to these characters through the films. And it was the Tim Burton's Batman that got me in love. This is the reason why I fell in love with the character of Batman. But here we go, another variation of the Batman suit. The animated series again there. And this time the camera has focused for me. All in pretty good condition, these are. They just need a bit of a clean because they've been in the Arctic for so long. And then we got another one. Again, the Batman animated series there. Just a red suit. He's missing his cloak. A lot of these are missing their cloaks. I think this is because so you've got a cloak there, and I'm not sure if this would. Does this fit? There we are. Look at that. There we are. He's got his cloak now. There is so much dust here. By the way, as I'm going through this box, and it's kind of getting caught in my throat there. But yeah, so many memories of playing with these toys, with these figures. And here we got another Val Kilmer. There he is. Again, can't remember what I don't know which one this was supposed to be, but they all had their different themes and different costumes, and they could do certain or different things. They had different abilities with the costumes. If you just press the button at the back there, close this back up. And yeah, this is a weird one. Okay, so this is again, I believe this is Val Kilmer's Batman or Bruce Wayne even. I think this came with the Bruce Wayne manor. Where you'd have the manor that would open up. And I'm sure that this particular figure came with that. And his head pops down, but I don't understand why. Oh, I know. No, I don't, because I thought it was going to be related to this one, which is another accessory that's actually damaged. I broke that. I was thinking, I thought this might be the thing that Bruce Wayne goes in Batman Forever, and it's like that little tube, and he goes from Wayne Tower to the Batcave. Here is my one and only Robin. Again, this is the animated series, I believe. Again, so many memories here coming back. There's another Batman, very similar to the orange one, but this is like gold. And you would sort of strap him into the glider there. Really need to give these a good clean. Found a cloak there. This is, I think, it's going to be for one of these. Yes. Which one that is for? Oh, there we go. Supposed to clip in there. Now these ones are really old. I'm guessing they're going to be part of the Batman Returns release, maybe. And these are Michael Keaton's. The sculpt is very clearly Michael Keaton's, and that's the one thing that I find amazing by these figures is you can clearly tell if it's Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, or the animated series. Um, and there we go. So we got this like in Michael Keaton's Batman there, where you could see as a kid, like, and I would have been a kid. I would have been about how old would I have been? About 5 years old, maybe playing with these. And you could see for some strange reason where he's gone up against a villain that I've had, maybe with another toy, and broken his bat wings off there, is on the cowl. So you can see that I've just proper put this figure through the wars. um, but there he is. He comes with nothing else, I don't think. And then you've got another one then that is Michael Keaton, and he came with this kind of like it's almost like a what do you call it? Like a backpack thing. Jetpack, that's the word I'm trying to look for. And it used to come with like a disc, and you'd click the button on the back there, and the disc would fly out. But these, I remember vividly playing with these as a kid, and I just absolutely loved them. And to have them again in my hands, like I honestly, like I keep saying, I thought that these had gone in a skip, but no, they kept them in an attic, collecting dust, still a lot with a lot of that dust on them. But and this one comes out. Hold the toy. There we are. Yeah, and I seem to I've had a fascination as a kid with breaking the ears, the pointy ears off the cowl there, the mask. Don't know why I did that. Yeah. And that is it. Um, there's definitely a lot more in that attic from what I've been told. There's even apparently I've still got the Game Boy, the games for the Game Boy are in the attic and it's like metal tin. So I have asked if they could bring those down for me. But I just thought I would share those with you all because for me that is like, going through them for the first time in so many years. It's like it is a trip down memory lane. It was incredibly nostalgic. Like especially these figures here, these particular ones where you know, just yeah, like I said, like movies, like film, like music. This was my escapism as a kid, and you know, movies fueled my love for film and filmmaking. And I would always remember playing with these and just like creating my own scenes up in my head, and I would always hum the music and stuff. And it was, as a kid growing up and going into my teenage years, that I really sort of learned that my dream job was and is to this day to be a filmmaker. I've always wanted to make films. Um, Unfortunately, my life didn't go that way, but maybe one day, I do plan on writing and making my own short film at some point. So yeah, that's the unboxing over with. Just get all that dust off my hands there. So when it comes to movie reviews, like I said, it's been a hectic couple of weeks. There's a film in the cinema right now that I really want to check, and it's called They Will Kill You. Haven't managed to catch it yet, but I'm hoping to catch that next. You've also got this new one with Robert Pattinson called The Drama, and I really want to check that out. And I've got a question for you guys, for everyone that watches my channel, And that is, I've been thinking for a while now about changing the name of the channel. At the minute, it's just Ashley Thomas, and that's my name. That's who I am, and that's why it's called the channel's called Ashley Thomas. This is all about me and what I love in life. But I've been thinking about renaming it, and I've got a couple of ideas in my head. And first question is, would you want me to change the channel's name? Or should I keep it as Ashley Thomas, or should I change it to something else? One of the ideas that I had was another idea I had was Rambling Entertainment, kind of like a riff of Amblin Entertainment, because Amblin Entertainment, those it's a just that logo, and growing up as a kid watching movies again, it's so nostalgic and brings back so many fond memories. And so I was thinking maybe Rambling Entertainment, because I do tend to ramble on. Even in the videos that I record and edit, and that's just me, is who I am. And I thought, well, maybe that might be a good idea to change the title of the channel to, but I want you guys to decide on that. So I may do a poll afterwards, with those two titles, and choose. Zip. And I do have a question for those that are really good with technology. Like I'm pretty good, but you know, I'm not fantastic. Like, and if you've seen my previous video in regards to my retro setup, I've got like this the CRT TV that I recently found is connected to a VHS player and a Sega Mega Drive, and I really want to stream retro games through it, but I'm not entirely sure how. I kind of got an idea, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work. So I want to stream me playing a video game like Alien 3 on the Sega Mega Drive, but through the CRT TV, but it needs to be captured by, the software on my laptop and through the camera that I use to record this. And I'm not 100% sure how to go about that. So for anyone who knows how to do that, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it for this video, really. I mean, I've enjoyed doing it. Thanks for your comments. Is it Uizaza ZE8BW? And thank you for watching. Um, I am planning on doing a lot more of these live videos. I just feel like you sort of getting to see sort of me, the real me, really more. Like you see in me anyway in the other videos. But with these, I kind of like the sort of it has more of a kind of a relaxed vibe about them. And so yeah, I will also be doing kind of like sharing with you all the VHSs that I've collected to date as well. I'm sort of in the middle of collecting some VHSs. In fact, yesterday I went to quite a few charity shops in Pontypridd to see if I could find some VHSs, but they had none. A lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays, but no VHS. Um, but that's a format that I'm currently collecting again. And another question for you guys, let me know what kind of content do you want to see more from me going forward? Do you want to see more videos like this, live unboxings and just me, recording sort of what I've collected and all of that? Let me know. And I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. Let me know in the comments for those of you, that watch this video late at a later time, at a later date, any of these action figures. these toys that you remember as a child growing up. Let me know any favorites. And yeah, so that's it from me for now. I'm going to wrap the video up. Thank you for watching. And it means a lot to me, whatever, however you sort of take part in kind of supporting the channel, with that, whether that be subscribing, commenting, liking, it means the world to me. And like I said, I plan on doing a hell of a lot more of these videos. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be catching you guys soon.